you. Thank you. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? The Rattlers got their head coach 26 days after he was named the head coach. A couple of days after Michigan got their head coach. How many days before National Signing Day? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. 11 days before now. 11 days before. This is what the boosters, the alumni, this is, and I want to thank everybody for your donations. I'm going to write your name and put it up there in just a second, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, right? This is absolutely what I'm saying, what the boosters are saying, what everybody is saying. And that is, to the coaching firm, a refund is due unto me. How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up the jobless visit. I done called the police because I'm doing a refund. A refund is due unto me. Don't feel like I just been abused out here today. God ain't pleased with this. You can't do the Saints like this. Boys, I don't even know what's wrong with sitting out here telling the police car. I'm gonna stay out here telling the police car. I'm doing refund. Cause I'm doing one of me. How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up the jobless visit. I done called the police because I'm doing a refund. A refund is due unto me. Don't feel like I just been abused out here today. God ain't pleased with this. You can't do the Saints like this. Boys, I don't even know what's wrong with sitting out here telling the police car. I'm gonna stay out here telling the police car. I'm doing refund. Cause I'm doing one of me. A refund is due. Okay? Y'all folks better be glad y'all did drop who the permanent head coach was. Y'all know I was finna be on y'all head for real. I was absolutely going to clown tonight. I still might clown, right? I still might clown. Just depends. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Snake Games 2.0. Mr. Campbell has been letting his snake hang all day long since it was announced. Non-stop. Good Lord, Mr. Campbell. We get it. We get it. Y'all done strike, and got your coach 26 days after he was announced to be the interim head coach. Y'all could have did this, saved $20,000 to $30,000 more dollars, possibly retained some coaches. You might have been able to hold on to your recruiting coordinator, might have been able to hold on to who else done left, some of your talent. A refund is due. Yeah, Uncle Bundles. Uncle Bundles been feeling himself. We done went through a Rattler raffle, raised all kind of money. We had the wigs for Willie, the fish plates. We done did all this extra stuff, all for you just to choose Coach Colzie. I feel like a refund is due. Okay. A refund is absolutely due unto me. Now, we're going to go over. Yeah, we done had a bake sale. What else we done did, y'all? Wigs for Willie. Closures. Now we doing closures. Like me personally, I don't wear closures. I wear like my real hair, and then I wear bundles. I don't wear closures. But now we got closures for Colzie. So that might be his first. You know, they need to do some more fundraising because they in the hole by a lot. They in a hole about what, 800,000? Now probably about 900,000. Done had a Krispy Kreme donut sale. We getting ready to sell Girl Scout cookies as well. And we can ready to go over Coach Colzie's resume. We going over Coach Colzie's resume tonight, since the Rattlers. Like, you know what? Dr. Lori said, my chest can't be tight. Meaning everybody needs to calm down. This is going to get handled. It took a little bit while, but Dr. Lori was right. It got handled. Dr. Kanisha, allegedly, a coaching search firm can cost between $10,000 and $70,000. We're going to talk about that too. So, you know what? I'm sure that, you know, he's been wanting to hire a coach. A coach. Is that how he says it? Coach. Look, he said, let's go ahead and get a head coach right now. I don't understand why we can't just nominate somebody right now. You first it, you second it. We go ahead and vote. We don't have to do all this. He said, let's go ahead and get a coach right now. I don't even know how he's saying it. One of y'all might have to call in. Uncle Bundles ain't been on my live in a month of Sundays. I think Uncle Bundles needs to come over here and let his snake hang and talk about how the original big girl did her job. And so here's my premise. Was it wasted money, or did the AD do her due diligence? So excuse me, y'all. Did AD Sykes do her due diligence in the event that something comes back and FAMU goes 6-4 or 6-5, or I don't know, maybe they win only 4 games? It's not going to be on her, right? It's not going to be on her. So y'all not sad no more. The recruiting coordinator done went to Colorado. He done stole everything. You know, somebody said they wanted to hear it again about how a refund is due. A refund is due. And you know what? Anybody that has memes for FAMU, I would still play them, because this is the biggest coaching debacle of all. Is to, you know, Southern went ahead. Here's what Southern did. Southern, they named Terrence Grave as interim head coach. He won the Bayou Classic. They immediately had a coaching firm come in. Let me move this thing off so you guys can see my face. Ain't no leak. There ain't no coaching list leak. Sudden didn't let any coaching list leak. A couple names leak, but not a whole Excel spreadsheet. And that coaching firm, you know, the AD went ahead and said, we don't got the money. We ain't got it. And then they went ahead and made him the permanent head coach. Okay. Miss Mary said it's time to get busy now. She don't want to hear no excuses. As soon as he was named, I would think that there would be 3 or 4 people. But the alumni.
How you gonna fix it?
You done messed me up the jobless visit. I done called the police because I'm doing a refund. A refund is due unto me. Don't feel like I just been abused out here today. God ain't pleased like this. You can't do the saints like this. Boy, I don't even know if I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. I'm doing a refund. Cause I'm doing one of me. How you gonna fix it? How you gonna fix it? How are you gonna fix it? Uh-oh, who's that quarterback? It was supposed to be allegedly, it was supposed to be Andrew Body. I wonder if Mr. Ford still thinks that it's the year of the tiger. What do you think? I mean, yeah, the year of the tiger. I wonder, does he think that? What y'all think? What y'all think? This is actually a praise break. Uh-oh. Wildcats done entered into the chat. They letting us know it's not the year of the tiger. It's not the year of the rattler. It's the year of... I think this live is demonetized anyway. So I'm getting ready to play my favorite, which is finally it happened to me right in front of my face and I just cannot hide it. Finally it happened to me right in front of my face and I just can't hide it. Finally. Ain't that what y'all singing? Finally. Y'all got a coach. You've been there all along. Oh, Lord. Just to let y'all know, Coach Green will not be coming on the live, but he did say it's the year of the Jags. We all know what that's about. Them snakes should have let Ed Reed. Listen, Ed Reed felt that FAMU job was so messy, he didn't even apply. And he's been begging. He wasn't one of the 45. He was not. He wasn't even on there. This is
boy, get us some Worcestershire sauce. Clean off that damn table. I'll whip your ass. Something wrong with your ear? Boy, get us some Worcestershire sauce. Clean off that damn table. I'll whip your ass. Something wrong with your ear? Boy, get us some Worcestershire sauce. Clean off that damn table. I'll whip your ass. Something wrong with your ear? Boy, get us some Worcestershire sauce. Clean off that damn table. I'll whip your ass. Something wrong with your ear? Boy, get us some Worcestershire sauce.
Dang, she held y'all coaches. She held y'all hostage. No, it's not. And I don't know why folks think y'all checkmate. Tiffani, AD Sykes, let y'all know who is in charge. I release it when I'm ready. I finish the interviews when I'm ready. Y'all keep believing that if y'all want to, talking about we did the big one. No, y'all didn't. She let y'all know. I get to hire who I want to hire. Since y'all don't want Gibbs, let's do a searching firm. Now you have to pay $10,000 to $70,000 for a searching firm. Then y'all want to do a search committee? Let's do a search committee. Y'all go ahead and do it. But let me tell you something. You guys have to be quiet. You cannot share any information about the coaching search. It has to be confidential. Otherwise, we might have to start over. What them folks do last night? Went ahead and released the list. Y'all folks don't listen for nothing. Don't listen for nothing. Let me go ahead and pull up this list because I still want to talk about it. I want to still talk about the list. Congratulations. Coach Colzie. We're going to go over your accolades and, your record and your experience. Let me see. But I want to go over this. This is what I want to go over. The list. Because I got some questions. My first question is, how y'all get 45 folks in 3 days? How? Another question I have is, why was this list not randomized? You didn't necessarily actually have to release the names at all if you really want to keep it a buck. That wasn't needed, right? Why do I say that? Let's look at these names. All right. Now let's talk about it. Okay, the first thing that I see wrong with this list Mr. Campbell, I'm getting ready to ban you from talking in the comments unless you come on this live because you've been letting your snake hang and you talking a little bit too much mess for me, honey. We can talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, number one thing that I see wrong with this list, which we don't even know how this was disseminated, okay? But this is what happens when you have a search committee full of folks that are from different spaces. They all get a list. They say, hey, I'll let you know a secret if you want to know a secret. And they'll show them the list. And then somebody drops it. At any rate, it got released. Okay. So there's a couple things wrong with this getting released. Number one is it's supposed to be confidential. Number two, coaching firms, they pride themselves on confidentiality. So whoever released this list, you're kind of putting that particular coaching firm in harm's way. People won't want to submit their information to that coaching firm because you over there snitching. Number two, if you count the numbers of the people that are on here, if you count it, it looks like some of these are in the exact order. So let's say number 14. Number 14 is indeed Fred McNair. Number 16 indeed is Coach James Colzie III. Let me get that other number of who they wanted. Don't nobody want to coach at FAMU. What happened is the coaching firm had to basically prove why they deserve this amount of money, right? So just like when you apply at a job and you don't get it, they keep your resume on file. Keep your resume on file so that in the event that another job comes up, they're going to include you. You know how I know? Look at this. Mario Allen, no resume submitted. Well, damn, you getting considered and you ain't even got a resume on here. So it's just like when I applied to work at Bank of America. Let's say I apply to be in the call center or something, and I don't get the job. They keep my resume on file, and then another job position opens to be an associate, and I have the qualifications and I meet the metrics when they do a filter. They're going to keep my name on file. They're going to submit my name, and I might get a call back like, hey, how are you doing? This is Bank of America. We see that you're in our system. We had this position open up. Would you be interested? Or, or maybe they didn't even contact them at all and ask them. They just put their name in there because If you think that 45 people clicked the FAMU link that was given out on Thursday after 5 o'clock, and that by Sunday by 5 o'clock, that they received 45 applications in that portal, I have an island in the middle of Missouri for you. Beach house, right there on the water. So, and on top of that, let's just keep it a buck. This list of 45 folks, we can knock out about 20 because those folks are not taking $215,000 per year. Let's see who we can knock off on this list. I don't think Mike Mentor's accepting $215,000. I don't think Terry Braden Jr. is accepting $215,000. I don't think Van Malone is accepting $215,000. Is this Antonio Hughes, Tony Hughes? Like, I don't know. Javon Dewitt from Florida International. I don't think he's accepting $215,000. Mike Jinks, University of Houston, not accepting $215,000. Michigan State, not accepting $215,000. So if they're coming from a Power 5, or they're coming from a if they're coming from Power 5 or they're coming from a PWI, 9 times out of 10, they are not accepting $215,000. So we can go ahead and do process of elimination and scratch them off. If they are in the MEAC as a head coach, you might as well go ahead and scratch them off. I don't even think of one MEAC coach that they would be willing to accept. And when I say accept, I'm talking about the search committee, not necessarily the coaching firm, but the coaching firm had to make it look good. And I'll tell you, these list of 45 folks, they look good on paper, meaning this is a nice list of compiled people. But let's just keep it a buck. Not everybody whose name is on this list actually went and clicked that FAMU link and entered their information. What do y'all think in the chat? How many people do you think actually clicked the FAMU link? 15, 20, 10? How many do you think? Or is it, we still have your resume on file, a job came up, would you be interested? Or let's just go ahead and enter them in. So there's a couple of problems. There's a couple of problems with releasing the information. Number one, some of these folks might be up for contract renewals. Some of these folks might have not wanted their employer to know that they're job hunting. Some of them weren't job hunting at all. Their name was just included because they were already in the database. So now we have a problem because you done aired their name out, aired all their business out. Aired all of their business out. And they weren't even looking. You just put them out on Front Street. So what that means is moving forward, I'm sure that they're going to look to see who this coaching firm is. I'm going to be looking at them sideways. Secondly, when it comes to FAMU, I'm going to be looking at applying for something at FAMU sideways, because if y'all don't like me, y'all might put my name out on Front Street. I don't want my information out there like that. And let's see. 20-ish. So 20-ish leaves 25. 10-ish leaves 35. It was only 10 folks were qualified for the FAMU job. Hell, I knew 9 of them from the rip. Here he go. Yes, a pretty white sand beach in Missouri. If you believe that 45 folks in less than 72 hours click the specific link specifically for the FAMU job. No. Now, what happened is the coaching firm put together and picked out 5, and then the search committee picked out 5, and then somebody dropped out. Now, me personally, I was thinking that it was Fred McNair, possibly. Right? But you don't put them folks out on Front Street. And I see some good names on here. Antonio Cromartie, Fred McNair. These are just folks that I know would be great coaches. I like Madison Lindemann said he's a CEO lead mentor. At that point, y'all was just interim folks on here because where's the football experience? Maybe it's somewhere else. Okay, I don't know. Mario Allen, he was being he didn't even have to submit a resume. He's over here like our president. He don't even have to submit a resume. He just gets hired. We see Coach Mo Harris from Jackson State, the offensive coordinator. Allegedly, he's on here. Mike Minter from Campbell. Now, that's a good choice. Folks are saying he didn't win anything, but if we look at Coach Colzie's resume, we'll see what his wins and losses look like before coming to FAMU. Roderick Reed from Tennessee State. Terry Sims, Alabama State. Billy Roll on there. So we're going to see who they keep on, who they don't. Ouch. That was a little harsh. I didn't know they was checking to see if folks is paying their child support or not as part of being chosen. And JT points out that no to coaches, but yes, agents. I think what he means is folks was this coaching firm called the agents, which it's an agent's job, and that's their due diligence to always look for better jobs for who they're representing. That's a part of their job. That's how they get paid, right? So that Monday morning, we don't know what it's going to look like. I'm wondering, what is it going to look like on Monday morning? You're going to have folks looking at you upside your head, and I didn't even do anything. I didn't submit nothing. Folks going to be looking at you sideways. You know that you have to get a contract renewal, and this is what you're bringing. Oh, yes. So, I don't really know. Do the FAMU board meeting, do they open up with prayer? Here's the prayer that they were saying. Just waiting on a coach to be named. Right now. Not the next day. Every single day since the first. Please. Now. And their prayers was answered, right? They had somebody dropped the list, and AD Sykes, she had to go ahead and announce the coach. Not tomorrow, now. Not the next day, not Monday, as Colorado Game Day said that it would be announced on Monday, right? That's what Colorado Game Day said. So we were like, oh, okay, they're getting ready to announce it. Not Monday. Now. Not Sunday, but right now. Like, we're not waiting any longer. Go ahead and make that announcement right now. So, you know, a source told them Monday, but she said, I'm just going to go ahead and do it right now. Thank goodness she went ahead and did it, right? Because the storm is over now. All right. Next up, I'm going to open the chat. And I'm going to also pull up, I'm going to pull up Coach Colzie's, I'm going to pull up his coaching wins and losses. Let's go ahead and look at it. Since the Rattlers wanted him so bad, let's go ahead and look at it. I want to know, what do you guys think about his resume? Now, of course, we're going to talk about how he was a part of the winning championship team, but Coach Colzie just got to that staff. He hasn't been there since 2018 or 2019. He just got there. Literally just came to FAMU, I want to say in 2022. That's a heck of a move, right? Because there's some other coaches that have been there, and you just go ahead and kind of skip the line and just become the head coach, right? What y'all think? Let's look at this wins as losses, and I look at it and I'm like, well, dang, it's not like he had a championship team before coming to FAMU. Oh, wait. In D2, he did. He did. And he went to a couple of bowl games. So let's go ahead and look at it. I mean, since, let's see. All right. So his coaching history. He coached at FIU and he coached at Florida State. Well, he was a grad assistant. And they actually won the Emerald Bowl, the Orange Bowl. Oh, no, they lost the Orange Bowl. The Gator Bowl, they won. Then he was at Valdosta State, which one of the coaches from Valdosta State applied to go there. And they were the Division II champs. They went 13-1. Then he was at West Georgia. West Georgia was kind of bad. 0-10, 1-9, 3-7, 6-4. Then he went to Southern Arkansas for a year, 8-3. Simon Fraser, I don't know. Oh, that was in Canada, 3-7. Coffeyville Community College, he was 9-3. That was good. And then he has a lot of Canadian head coaching experience. And in 2015, they won the Vanier Cup. But then when he became the head coach, so his head coaching experience at St. Mary's in Canada, he was 2-6, 5-3, and lost the Loney Bowl. 7-1 in 2018, lost the Loney Bowl. 3-5, and then COVID canceled the season, and then he was 1-5. So he came in 2022 to coach the defensive backs, and as we all know, they went 9-2 last year, and then 12-1. So as a head coach, 18-20 in Canada. There's some coaches that might not necessarily want him to be the head coach. And I got a screenshot of that. well, I mean, I'm not trying to cause any more extra discord for that coaching team, so I'm not going to share that. So as a head coach for 5 years, this is who y'all wanted though, right? So this is who y'all wanted was Coach Colzie. You wanted to be able to keep the players intact. And the AD did her due diligence. So now we're not wishing a Earl Holmes type of season on you guys. But that's looking like kind of like some people are good at being position coaches, and 50% of you guys said about damn time that they hired somebody. Only time will tell. 5% of you said somebody totally different should have been hired, and 4% said a different in-house candidate. Why would I wish that on you, EA? I don't wish that. I hope you lose to Jackson State. You got who you wanted. You wanted Colzie, and as a HBCU sports podcaster, of course I'm going to talk about the coaching history. I'm just stating facts and adding a little commentary on it, and the records for wins and losses. But it's going to be interesting to see. I think one of the football coaches is getting ready to go to Murray State. Will he stay or will he still leave? Is he going to stay? Is the coaching money, is that still going to be available? Yes or no? Is that still going to be an option? Is Billy Roll going to stay and work under Colzie? Because he wanted to be the head coach. It gets kind of sticky when it's multiple candidates that want to be the head coach. Not everybody can be the head coach, right? Somebody got to stop. Somebody can't be it. Billy Roll wanted to be it. Ryan Smith wanted to be it. He might not want to work under Colzie. He's already retired. Crimson said the drama doesn't stop here. Roll gonna roll. Okay? So he got his coach that he wanted. I could have sworn that the coach that he wanted was Billy Roll. EA, please don't make me put out this tweet. Okay, yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to put the tweet out because you testing me. So let me go ahead and put it out. Since you just had to say something smart, EA, let me go ahead and put it out there for you. So it's a cryptic message, so I don't necessarily know what it means. So we're going to just decipher it on here and figure out, well, what does he mean by that? What do you mean by that? So this was posted a couple of days ago. I want to say, when was this posted? Yesterday. This is from yesterday. So while folks are just saying that he's going to work there, and since Mr. is calling me out. So this was a while back. Okay. So this is a while back. This is a statement that was made. I'm wondering, is this same search firm that contacted me for the University of West Georgia coaching job back in November. So what does that mean? Do you see that? That number one confirms that this search firm reaches out to random coaches and asks them, are they interested in the job? That's number one. That confirms it. Okay. That means that they will reach out to a coach and say, hey, we got a job opening. Are you interested? That solidifies what I was saying about how all of these coaches that are on this list, not all of them entered to that FAMU link and hit the link. That means that they were sought out. This particular message was from yesterday from Coach Ryan Smith. Why do people waste other people's time? Honesty is the best policy.
That sounds. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's up, Doc?
Okay. That was going on. I mean, he got a point. I don't see what, he's upset about it.
So that means that I'm guessing yesterday they knew that Colzie was going to be the head coach, right? Ryan Smith submitted to become the head coach as well, right? And this is what Coach Smith said yesterday. Why do people waste other people's time? Honesty is the best policy. Like, don't be wasting my time. Am I going to be the head coach or not?
Yeah, because that means that he already got.
Because he already had a job at what, Murray State, right?
State.
Huh?
Yeah, Murray State.
So was he told that he had a good chance
he had a chance
to become the head coach?
He probably was told that he might have a good chance to become a head coach. It all depends on how the interview process went too. When it comes down, basically when it comes down to hiring folks and stuff like that, looking at candidates, it all goes back to what they do in that interview. So if he had a good interview, he would probably say, somebody said to him, like, you probably got a good chance of getting this job. You probably. Keyword. What's the key word? Probably.
Why do people waste other people's time? Honesty is the best policy. So I'm not trying to start stuff. I'm just showing a timeline and some facts. Yesterday, Coach Smith said, why do people waste other people's time? Honesty is the best policy. Mind you, Coach Smith has an open offer at Murray State. Murray State could have said, well, hold up. I might be getting this job position. I might be getting the head coaching position. I want to see if I can get it. Murray State probably went and said, well, hold on. Let me go ahead and try to find somebody else. Let me find another defensive coordinator, right?
Right. And they have their right to do that too.
And on top of that, what if Colzie doesn't even keep him as defensive coordinator? We don't even know. I mean, folks was saying what they were going to do, but how do you know that Colzie is going to actually keep him as defensive coordinator? He might want to bring in his own folks. My point, it was at this time he had not accepted the MSU job. Right. He didn't accept the MSU job because he thought that he was going to become the head coach of FAMU. If he knew he didn't have a chance, he wouldn't even stay the extra week and a half. He would have already been gone. Do we even know if he still has that job offer available at Murray State, or did they go ahead and move on?
Don't know yet. Well, we don't know. It's one of those unknown type things right there.
Enough about those rattlers. Did you see that Jackson State women's basketball is still undefeated?
Yeah. I did watch a little bit of the game. I listened to the rest of it while I was at work. So, can you still hear me?
What'd you say?
Oh, that's can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Uh, no, but of course we're gonna clean up on the glass. You know, that's our strong point. That's being clean up on the glass. Uh, having 11, I think we have 11 blocks in this game last today. So of course the defense is going to be on point. Um, Defense is on point. But another thing we need to do is limit the turnovers, and also we got to stop with the ticky tack fouls. And, you know, some stuff just from what I saw today.
Mm, mm, mm.
The,
So
and then the technical fouls towards the end of the game didn't help either. Especially
Angel Jackson had 4 fouls. Maya Crump had 3. T-Lon Bowler had 2. Mahoney had 2. Damn, Layla Walker fouled out.
yeah.
See, okay. Damn.
Coach Reed got Coach Reed got a technical.
Technical foul. Jackson in the 3rd, Coach in the 4th, and Crump in the 4th. Good Lord.
Yeah.
What was y'all over there doing? Oh, wait. Let me pull that other part up. Y'all are looking at it and not seeing what I'm seeing. Goodness gracious. Well, that I didn't know that. It says now, mind you, the I did try to turn it on the Bethune-Cookman web YouTube, but it was kind of stalling a little bit, and then it was mommy day for me, so I couldn't really tune in because it kept skipping. All right. So
Yeah, I give a shout out. I give a shout out to Bethune for even, putting the game on there, on YouTube and stuff like that.
well, it usually doesn't do that. I don't know, maybe if it was an overload or what, or maybe they need to do an upgrade or download, but it usually doesn't skip like that.
Right.
So 3-point shooting, they were 2 for 2, 100%. So that's good. Or in the first period, it looked like they were shooting a lot of threes today. So they were 7 and 20. Free throws, they could have done a little bit better, 70.6%.
That's our Achilles heel right there.
What, the free throws?
Mm-hmm.
Adriana Avent is doing her big thing. Like, this is the reason why Coach Reed recruited her, right? Because she brings a lot to the table, the Texas Southern transfer. So, I'm glad that she's been going off as of late. How do you have 30 plus free throw attempts? BCU cheated their ass off and still lost, right? How do you cheat and still lose?
Mm-hmm.
They said that the refs were horrible.
Well, they were horrible to see. They were horrible on both sides. How many free throw attempts did we have?
We only had 17 attempts. Let's look at how many Bethune had. Bethune had 36 free throw attempts. And they had 2 technical fouls. What the hell was y'all over there doing? I need to relook at that. I need to rewatch it. So they were 28 of 36. So basically, the majority of their points came from the free throw line. They were shooting some 3-pointers in the second quarter, but those are the only ones that they hit, right? Was in the second quarter. But free throws, they turned it up a notch in the second, the third, and the fourth quarter. So it was just foul city at this point. 14 of 20 free throws in the fourth quarter. Were y'all really fouling like that? The game got chippy at the end because BCU was showboating and taunting after making shots, even when they were down by 20. So even though we were winning, JSU's women got tired of the taunting. Not the hell, Wildcats. I expect better from you, young ladies. How you guys lose by that much, but you're taunting? We won fair and square. What did they win?
First place still in the conference, so.
Who's first place?
Jackson State.
No, the Hale Wildcats are saying that we won fair and square. I was like, yeah, no. The men team, we lost in the men's side.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh Lord. Take me now. No.
You get a clip get an old clip of Fred Sanford.
No, take me now.
I'm coming to you, Elizabeth. How are you?
Oh Lord, Jackson State, what you doing? Oh Lord. I almost started crying. Oh Lord. Oh God, I'm like FAMU. I ain't had a coach in 26 days, only for them to. Oh Lord. Lord, take me now. Not again. Not Jackson State men's team again. Whew. I started getting teary-eyed, y'all. I'm sorry. Damn. Men's basketball team, y'all got to stop losing. Let's go ahead and say a prayer. If you Jackson State, I need to see some prayer hands.
Not the next day. Not next down.
Y'all got to stop losing these games. Coach, I got to read.
No.
I gotta.
I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights. But when I look around, and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I can tell the clouds hang low. I can hardly see the road. I ask the question, Lord, they can't see. So I'll just say, thank you, Lord. I won't complain. He's so good to me. He's been good to me. Better than this world I could ever be. He's been so good. But he knows what's best for me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see. So I'll just say,
So, so it appears that the men have some key players that are missing due to injuries, and that can cost you the season, or it can cost you a game. So, and then the Bethune-Cookman had it in there like a sweatshop. How warm was it in Daytona Beach, Florida today? Y'all couldn't have just opened up a window? Dang, it was hot outside. It was almost 80 degrees. Good Lord.
Like there ain't no windows in there.
What you mean ain't no windows?
It's a gym.
They probably been playing in that sweat box, so they're used and acclimated to it.
Yeah.
82 to 71. The only way I would play, which I normally on a regular basis, I play their fight song. I wouldn't play it unless HBCU Band Talk gave me some type of cash app or something. I'm not playing Wildcats. I don't, I'm not doing it. I'm not
today.
No,
Not today.
after we got whooped. Heck no, I'm not. Now, usually I'll play it if it's somebody else, but you can't. I'm not doing it for us. That would be, no, sorry. Wildcats. Oh, yeah, he said he pays monthly, so I got to go ahead and play it. We're going to play it, but the reason why we're playing it is because the Wildcats got beat by the girls, because the girls are undefeated, okay? And somebody said that the Wildcats, the girls team, was going to be our biggest competition.
It is.
That man said, I pay monthly. Go ahead and drop that hell Wildcats. You're right, you do. For some reason, I don't know. I can't seem to find it tonight. Dang. Hold the L. I see Dante Wilkerson's over here trying to look. I can see how shiny. Look at how shiny these floors are. You see how shiny those floors are? Let me see so you can see. You could probably, it looked like it might be some ocean water on the floor.
Yeah.
See, and he could have got injured.
Yeah.
Them Wildcats talking that talk. Okay, puffing up their chest. All right. They gonna get you back. We're gonna get it back in blood. We ain't gonna let that one stand.
When they come to Jackson.
Yeah, let's look that up. Let me look up my Wild. Let me see. I usually do play their song a lot. And, you know, I'll say one thing. Come Monday, when I tell you we need to beat the snake scales off of FAMU, The women and the men need to win by 50. Like the score needs to be over 100 for the women. And men, y'all have to win 100 as well. Here's for Hell Wildcats. Okay. All right. We get it. Y'all won. All right, we get it. It ain't gonna happen no more though. Guarantee that. And I bet you how many fouls did they call on that game? Let's look at men's basketball. Did you watch that one?
No, I ain't got a chance to watch that one.
I want to see, because I think it's absolutely ridiculous that how do you even get that many at the foul line? Like, how is that even possible? How is that possible? Then they over here talking about Wildcats lead wire to wire, trounce Jackson State. How many? I want to look at the stats because I want to know what happened. Like what went on that this happened? How could this happen? And what does that mean for basketball? Like, what does that mean for Jackson State? Does that mean that we're in what, third place? We took a couple losses.
Let me check and see.
So I don't know what that means for Jackson State. We might be. I'm gonna go ahead and look. You know, we got shooters. Heat exhaustion. Yeah, and that's not nothing to play with. I'm wondering, was that okay? Let's look. Colzie Young, 4 personal fouls. Chase Adams had 2. Kewan Johnson had 3. Kevion Hunt, he didn't have any. Zeke Cook had 3. Trayon Johnson had 2. Good Lord, she ain't gonna stop calling. Friend, I'm on live. I gotta call you back. I have to call you back.
We got in a 3-way tie right now for second place.
Okay, so that's good news that we're in second place. All right, let's see.
Yeah.
I mean, we were shooting 3-pointers, but we could have been better. So 10 of 28 3-point game. 3-pointers. Free throws, 11 of 20. So we missed 9. What was the final score? 9. We needed. So 9 more points would have put us at what, 80? 80 to 82? We kind of got dog walk, kind of. Officials, Donta Carter, Michael Colin, and Andrew Cases. Technical fouls, Johnson in the first. Trayon got a technical foul. And, okay, so both Heedy and Johnson got a technical foul in the first. BCU has so many fast breaks. They had 27 fast breaks to 7 for JSU. There was never a time that Jackson State ever was in the lead, ever. the biggest lead was 21. So here's what I see on here. And what I see here is that Jackson State doesn't have the depth. And the reason why I'm saying that, and this once again, Brother McGinnis pointed this out, which is that we have some injuries, 3 injuries. So if you can look at the minutes, look at how many minutes that they was playing. 30 minutes, 35, 33, and 32 minutes.
How many coming off the bench?
I mean, 19, 14, and 11. But what I'm saying is if you're missing 3 of your players, those are hell, that's a lot of time playing. They didn't have the depth that they needed.
Right.
Oh, somebody wants to talk about the girls again. They said, let's talk about the wins. Because guess what? We're in what? First place. We're in first place. First place. We're in first place. Let's look at the time that they played. See, everybody got a chance to play some. Of course, the starting 4 played, which is Maya Crump, Angel Jackson, Tion Bowler, and Kashana Luckett. They all played between 21 and 24 minutes of the game. But Adriana Avent off the bench, 18 minutes. Ariana Hunter, 18 minutes. Layla Walker, she failed out, but she still played 14 minutes. Everybody's getting that good rotation. So if you look at the stat line, even Jalea Hickman got almost 14 minutes. So one thing that the women have right now is depth. So all we need to do for the women is we got to work on our free throws, and apparently we might need to work on our temper. Did you hear that Hugh Jackson interview with the Cleveland Browns?
Yeah, I think he's kind of.
Okay, so Hugh Jackson did like that white lady on y'all remember the white lady on The Color Purple, where she's like, I've been good to you people. That's how Hugh Jackson is fed up with y'all folks, because he was trying to go to Morehouse and he was going to bring resources, and Morehouse is like, we don't want that. We don't want your, we don't need your help. You're worse. We won 1 game 2 years in a row, and we still don't want you. Damn, do you know how bad you have to be for you to only win 2 games in 2 years and someone to say that you're not worthy of a coaching job?
Oh, yeah. That's stupid.
Huh?
That's stupid.
Longtime Cleveland Browns insider Jermarian Akram reports the Browns conducted a secret interview, I guess it's not a secret anymore, with Hugh Jackson, who was most recently with Grambling State, for their vacant offensive coordinator position. This is surprising, given his failures as Browns head coach. I don't know about all that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather be too cold or too hot? I think too cold, right?
And what?
I guess they're saying that it was too cold in the ACC, or the AAC, but too hot in Daytona. Dr. Lori! Hey! Everybody say, hey, Dr. Lori. My chest can't be tight. What did Dr. Lori tell us? She said her chest can't be tight, and everybody just calm down, because everything's going to work out. And well, what do you know? What do you know? Everything worked out just like Dr. Lori said.
Hey, Dr. Lori.
Not Mr. Eye of the Tiger. No, Mr. Year of the Rattler. The Year of the Rattler's coming up here.
Might win 3 games next season.
Oh, not 3 games.
3 games. One of them might not even be their homecoming.
Oh.
I'm throwing Teddy out there.
Don't do that. We listen, Dr. Lori. Mr. Ford.
Hey.
What did Dr. Lori say? She said,
I need to hear from that's why I called in. My request is for Dr. Lori. Let's tell Dr. Lori to call in.
Wait, how you just gonna call up Dr. Lori?
Yeah, tell Dr. We need to hear from her. I'm a follower of Dr. Lori. I need to hear what she got to say. Tell her to call in.
Mr. Ford, you have to say, Dr. Lori, we want to hear from
Dr.
you.
Lori, we need to hear from you. I'm one of your followers. We need to hear what you got to say.
How you doing, Mr. Ford?
Hey, man, what's going on? Boy, let me tell you something. You know, they try to call Trey Young a superstar. Your homeboy the superstar, not no Trey Young. Your homeboy came last night, Luca, and put on a show here in Atlanta, baby.
Yeah.
He did it up last night.
When he dropped 73, what was it, 72?
Yes, he did. And let me tell you something. When they talk about who got the best of that trade, it's Dallas by a long way.
By a long shot.
By a long shot, baby. It was like a man playing with a little boy.
73 points.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Tell hey, call Dr. Lori. You got a number, tell her call in.
Yes, we have the illustrious, the most requested
Dr. Lori.
Dr. Lori in the house.
Hey, Dr. Lori.
Mr. Ford, why are you bothering Dr. Lori?
I want to hear what she got to say about this hire.
Dr. Lori said, what did Dr. Lori say? She said, everybody just needs to calm down. Y'all need to calm down. Everything gonna work out. Hey, Dr. Lori.
Yeah. Hey, can you hear me? I'm sorry. I don't know how to work.
Yes. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, how are y'all?
All right, how you doing, Dr. Lori?
Man, I've had a start of the year been crazy for me. I actually started a new job in which I went from supervising 2 people to 30. And
right.
and I have 4 clinics and 7 doctors. So I've been really busy, and then I had all this going on with FAMU and all this kind of stuff. So I just been, like I said, it was a lot of stress on me. I couldn't, be going to the hospital about this stuff. Because, when you get older, you just need to really protect your health. And so I just had to really kind of sit back and wait for what I knew was going to happen. And so all I can say is Rattler Nation, if Rattlers are in the chat, just put on your seatbelt. We got a little bit more to go, but it's going to be a tremendous ride. So we're going to try to go ahead and you have to work harder. The boosters, which I belong to, I'm a super booster. We just have to work harder to achieve what our goals are going to be. That's what I was trying to tell y'all. Don't just sit back and just relax, because there's been a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes. And Mr. Ford, I wanted to tell you, we talking about going back to Jacksonville.
No, Bow City.
Yes. So
good.
So
who's the opponent? Who's the opponent?
I don't. Well, it's gosh. Let me see. Where they were trying to get South Carolina State to agree.
Ooh.
for us to go, and there's money on the table, and we're hoping that but right now we just have a very, very, very hard task at hand. But I do want to say this: when you have everybody upset with you, when you have the boosters mad, you have the BOT mad, you have the fan base mad, you have the foundation mad. I mean, it's not sustainable. And I don't know what needs to be done to make people understand that. I know you want to. Hey, listen. I consider myself a strong person too, but sometimes you gotta listen to somebody tell you something, and that's what happened. It's just a big struggle and a big fight, and we don't want it to be that. We want to support FAMU as much as possible. When my class, 1983 class, we put a stop check on that $30,000 check we were sending. That should have been an eye-opener to know that you can't make everybody mad and get your agenda across. You got to be able to work with, the thing that hurt me so bad was that, my family has been going to FAMU for decades. My grandfather probably rolled over in his grave, all the stuff that we've been through in the last month dealing with this stuff at FAMU. And we ain't going to let nobody, I don't care who you are, come to FAMU and tell us how it's going to be. That ain't going to never happen. And whatever we have to do, that's what we're going to do. And so I'm just hoping that, people understand about Rattler Nation. We have the money and we have the resources. I don't care what you see. You just seeing that. We have the money and resources to make sure it go our way. It's just a matter of time. So I'm telling you now.
My way or the highway.
You probably don't want me to say this, but I'm talking to Devin. Okay? Because we need to have him back. And so, I'm just telling you that it's a lot of work that the boosters have to do. And that's what we're doing to make sure that we can run this back. And that's what we're going to do. And people can be naysayers. Nobody never believes me. I feel like, have y'all ever seen that, heard about in the Greek mythology, Cassandra, the character Cassandra, how she would always prophesize and nobody would believe her? That's who I feel like sometimes. I'm Cassandra.
Right, because you told us, you said my chest can't be tight. Everybody needs to just calm down. Calm down.
Calm down.
You said, chill out. Y'all about to start drinking.
Because there is, I just couldn't even tell y'all, but there was so much work behind the scenes with people trying to get this stuff straight. And like I said, the money is there. But you gotta you gotta show us something before we give you the money. The money is there. We're able to go ahead and
Rattler Nation letting y'all know they don't need a refund because they did a stop check. Okay.
Exactly. We did a
refund not due to them because they did a stop check.
Yes, right. We did a stop payment. My class, 1983, we raised over $173,000 for this past homecoming. And then we came up with another $30,000 when she asked for the money. And so my thing was like, wow. And then we had to put a stop payment on that check because we don't like the results that we see. And people don't even understand what FAMU is going through right now. We need to stay off the radar of who in the state of Florida. And any bad stuff that comes out about us, we get on his radar. And, we're not his favorite people. So we in Tallahassee. So we're trying to stay off that radar. Okay. So we don't need a whole bunch of drama. I feel like I'm in the whiz too about don't bring me no more bad news. And that's what we're trying to do, trying to squash all this and trying to get stuff back to normalcy. We're trying to be progressive, Mr. Ford, and go ahead and do this this Bold City Classic thing. And hey, we want to show up in Jackson And we're hoping that we can raise the money for the band to be there. And the band needs to be there.
Dr. Lori, you guys gonna have to do another fundraiser. Like y'all raised over 100 and what was it in 72 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the band has its own budget. So all I'm saying is that
whatever budget that is, we got to make sure AD Sykes adds, because our game is actually a little bit of ways into the season.
Yeah. So we're trying to be there. We're trying to be in Jackson. I'm gonna come, but I think I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come and meet all my admirers.
Is the Rattlers gonna show up in Jackson?
Yes, I'm gonna show up.
That is a 5-hour drive.
We gotta have the band there because we need the boom versus the marching 100 in the fifth quarter.
Yeah, we do. We need to make it beneficial for us both. And I don't ever want people to forget. I mean, I know we have this friendly or whatever you want to call a rivalry, but we all don't need to forget the assignment. We are the #1 public HBCU. Any bad thing that comes out about us is not good. Okay, it's not good, and so we need to keep abreast of that, and knowing that we got some issues. I mean, when have we ever at FAMU not had some issues? I mean, all the doggone time, and a lot of the boosters are tired of it. We just want to go ahead and do what we need to do. And we need someone. And I felt bad because I'm like, well, how many ADs is it going to take for us to get that we can just go ahead and sit back and be okay? But I'm telling you, when you make everybody mad that got the money and got the influence to help you, that's not sustainable. It's not. And so I'm hoping that we can work and get this to the point where we need to get it to be. Ain't nobody trying to check for anybody. We just want to make sure that the legacy at FAMU stays the way it's supposed to be. And we're not going to have nobody, I don't care who you say you are, who you think you are, going to come into FAMU and tell us how it's going to be. First of all, you got to be a rattler. Okay? I ain't talking about RATTLER. I'm talking about LATTLUH. You're going to be a rattler that been through that financial aid line, that been in those long lines trying to get registered, that ate in the calf when we had gourmet services and they used to service chitlins on the Sunday.
Who was serving chitlins?
Not the chitlins on Sundays.
On a Sunday. You got to be a rattler to tell other rattlers how it's going to go. Okay? That's just how we're made up. And, we have a different type of rattlers, too. We have a mighty rattlers. That was Kofi Hemingway. And we are mighty rattlers. And we're not going to let nobody, I don't care what you say and how you say it, come up in here and Tallahassee and all these devils we got to fight so that Black people can go to school. We ain't going to have nobody coming here and change our whole legacy. You can best believe that. But let me tell you, though, a lot of times I think that, we've been in the valley so long, with all this mess, sometimes it's hard to get out of it, right? Now, didn't the children of Israel walked around for 40 years and the promised land was right down the road? Right, we've been in this valley a long time. We're trying to get back to Billy Joel. We're trying to get back to Ken Riley. We're trying to get back to Rudy Hubbard. We're trying to get back to Jake Gaither. And we ain't going to let nobody, not even the devil in hell, stop us from getting out this valley. Ooh. And that's what you saw, and that's what you're going to keep seeing. We ain't going to be in this valley too much. We ain't been here too long. And we're ready to get out of it and get back to what FAMU used to be, which was a powerhouse. Okay? So I'm just telling you, this is what we plan on doing.
She said the storm is what? The storm is what? Dr. Ray, the storm is over now.
Yeah, so well, I don't know now. So I just told, Rattler Nation, put on your seatbelt and be ready. Because I don't know if it's over. But we know we get to a certain point, and now we got to go do more work to try to get these folks back. Okay, and that's what we're doing. We're going to try to get them back and say, look, I beg your pardon. Sometimes when you say stuff to people, sometimes I say stuff to people and I have to go back and say, I beg your pardon. And so we're going to have to go back and beg some people pardon and ask them come on back. So that's where we are.
When you say that, you talking about the recruiting coordinator that went to Colorado?
Yeah.
You think y'all gonna be able to get them back?
We gonna try.
Shoot.
Dang, that'll be the quickest flip of a script ever. That y'all will be the goat for that.
Yeah, we gonna try. Hey.
If y'all do that, if y'all do that, I can't say too much anything bad about y'all now.
No, of course not. Because me and him are friends. So me and him are friends, okay? Like, calling each other on the phone friends, and I've talked to him, and all I'm saying is that Colorado is cold, man. It's cold up there. And how long you think Dion gonna be up there? How long you think he gonna be up there? Another 2 years? So what you gonna do, bruh? You gonna stay up in Colorado after he gone? When you can come back to beautiful Florida where we love you and you a rattler? It's called gentle persuasion. Paul speaks about that, right? In the Bible. How you can gently persuade people. And I'm telling you now, you ain't got to listen because y'all don't listen to me. But I'm telling you now.
I've been saying it all for the last couple of weeks. My chest can't be tight. That's what I've been saying.
And I'm just telling you that, hey, you will never know what happened, right? And so, you should never be surprised about nothing, right? You'll never be surprised. So all I'm saying is that we just got to do extra work, and the boosters are very inspired to work just as hard, which I'm like, Lord have mercy, we done enough, but we got to work extra hard to get back to where we need to be, and that's what we're gonna do. And people can say what they want to say. Listen, I got to the point in my life, I'm old. I ain't arguing with nobody. Y'all go ahead and say what y'all want to say. I said what I said, and we gonna see what happens. That's all I got to say. That's wrong. I beg your pardon. But I don't think I'm wrong. And you know what? Let me just say this. I didn't even get a chance. Is Mr. Ford still on?
Mr. Ford was basically coming up here specifically to call you to the floor.
Okay.
He left.
Well, you know what? This is what I want to say.
Here he go right here. Here he is.
Okay.
Mr. Ford.
I didn't even have a chance to celebrate the Celebration Bowl victory without this mess. And that's why I feel so bad about it, because, it was like we were dancing and then the music stopped. Right? That's what somebody said was an analogy. We was all dancing, having a good time, and then all of a sudden the music stopped. That was unnecessary. But, hey, we live and we got to keep living. And I just wanted to make sure that y'all understood what was going on with me. I had stuff in my personal life I had to get straight with this new job and all these new people I'm not manager of. So it is a good thing that we're coming out on the end of this, but I still think we got a little bit more to go, and we're going to get there.
Well, what do you think about that, Mr. Ford? Mr. Ford.
Is he still there?
He's on here, but he's not saying congratulations on your expansion and on your new job.
Thank you. It's different. I like to practice, so I do some clinical dentistry, but I'm a manager and I am seeing patients back again. So I'm happy about that. So, yeah. So is he there, Mr. Ford? Because I wanted to talk to him about the Bowl City Classic.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So you had any more questions for me, sir?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Listen, I know that y'all got the first four. Y'all got okay, you come to Atlanta for Norfolk State. That's gonna be a good one because the guy that's gonna start for Norfolk State, his career started at Florida A&M, Cameron Sapp. And then you got the second game, you got your first encounter with Chennis Berry. That's gonna be big. And then I think you got Miami or Troy State. Isn't it Troy?
Yeah, we got Troy, and we're hoping that the March 100 can go to Troy. That's just right up the street. So we're hoping we have Troy.
Not y'all taking Troy. Not y'all taking the
Yeah, they got Troy, and then they got University
up there.
of Miami, right?
Yeah, I think so. I got to look at the schedule again because we just had so much going on. I haven't even looked at it really. But Mr. Ford, what I got to tell you, and I'm going to bring him on to Mona's show. I wanted you to meet. Can you hear me? Yeah, I wanted you to meet Wally Williams. Wally Williams. Him and I.
Oh yeah, Big Wally. Friends. Yeah, I remember Big Wally.
And he is the president of the FAMU football chapter, and me and him are working on some things together for FAMU. So I'm gonna bring him on to Mona's show one day when you're here, so I can introduce you to him, so he can talk to you and to everybody about what the FAMU football chapter is doing, alumni football chapter is doing, and what I am helping them. And there's a lot of pro players that are in the chapter and former NFL players, and what we are doing right now to help build FAMU's infrastructure in regards to the nutrition table. So we're working on that. So what I'm saying is that's why I was trying to tell you all, there's a lot of stuff going on that y'all need to sit back and just hold on tight, because there's some things that we're trying to put in place for FAMU. And we're not gonna have nobody stop us from doing what we need to do for our great alma mater. And so I'm gonna bring him on so he can talk about what that chapter is doing for FAMU and for the football team and all the stuff that they have been giving back and putting money into and making sure that our players are well supported.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, so would that Bowl City be the South Carolina State game?
Well, let me just say this, okay? You heard it from me. The money's on the table. Jacksonville has came and said, put $2 million on the table, but she has to accept it. And she has to accept it because they want to bring it back. They said they think that FAMU, because BCU had went there and they knew how much money BCU had made in regards to, people coming. So they're thinking that if FAMU come, it may be more. So they got that on the table, but it's up to her to accept it. So, and when I tell you, I'm so excited about going, and I thought about you. I said, oh my God. I said, Mr. Ford called it. He said we need to go back to Jacksonville. So
I remember that live. I remember that.
So I'll be glad if we can go back. But, that's just around the corner. But anything can happen. And so I'm hoping that we can hit Jacksonville and do the Bowl City Classic again. And remember, I was telling you at the time, Mr. Ford, that Jacksonville got to come up with the money. They came up with the money.
Right.
And so it's just us accepting it. And so I don't have any say-so about that, but I know that's something that is out on the table now. And so we're hoping that we can move forward. And because a lot of folks were upset because it's hard for change, right?
Right.
when you come into an organization, even with me with my new job, you gotta look around first before you start changing stuff, because people get mad. Folks still mad about the OBC. People are pissed off. Them old rattlers, like my auntie and them, they mad as hell by not going to Miami. And
well, I am too.
I didn't know.
I don't see how you can have an Orange Blossom Classic without FAMU.
They're already
I don't
going
understand
to Miami, though, Mr. Ford. They're going to Miami.
Say what?
They're going to play Miami on September 7th.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't understand why she pulled them out. I know some people said she wanted more home games, but that's one of FAMU's main recruiting places is Jacksonville and Miami. So the football team definitely needs to go back to Jacksonville, and they need to play in that Orange Blossom Classic.
Yeah, and so Tamona, you know, because I know you do a lot of research in history, you know, the Orange Blossom Classic belonged to FAMU. And so, I mean, we just had someone, and I know her children went to FAMU. I think she did too. We had someone that came and bought that trademark or whatever, the rights to Orange Blossom Classic. It has always been a FAMU thing. And I didn't know that people were still mad about it. And when all this happened, they was like, yeah, and what about the OBC? They had them old rattlers and the Twin 2 football club, and like my auntie and them, they mad as all get out about the OBC. And them the ones that be sending the little checks in the mail for $150 every month.
Right.
And you gonna miss out on that money?
Yeah. See, one of the philosophies of Jake Gaither was that he wanted to showcase the FAMU football team in all of the major cities. And that's why FAM would play Jacksonville. They would sometimes play Orlando. They would play Tampa, and they would play Miami. That was into FAMU's schedule. You go back and look at those 1950s and 60s schedule, even into the 70s. FAM would always play in Jacksonville. They would sometimes would play in Orlando, always played in Miami. Sometimes they would play in Tampa. So that's one of the things that the Jake Gaither legacy was, showcase the FAMU football team throughout the state of Florida. That was his philosophy.
Yeah. And so they mad about that. So I was just like, wow. So we just have a lot of people that are upset. Now, can you calm them down and get them to do what you want to do? That remains to be seen. But I can tell you right now, you can't piss off everybody at the table. You can't have the fan base mad with you. You can't have the boosters upset with you. You can't have the NAA upset with you. You can't have the foundation upset with you. You can't have all these people that got all this money mad with you and think you're going to be successful at FAMU. It's not going to work. You got to have somebody on your side. It's not sustainable. So listen, I don't know what she going to do, but I can tell you right now that the line is written in the sand. You know, like I feel like taking off my earrings. Because let me tell you something, the line's written in the sand. You can't make everybody mad with you and think you're going to have a successful tenure at FAM. And I'm not a creator of this, but I know one thing, and my parents and their parents before them and my grandfather, we are rattlers. And we always going to be rattlers till we die. And we ain't let nobody come in here and tell us at our house how we're going to be. Unless you've been, like I said, in that food line at the calf and ate them chitlins on the weekend. You done put in your time at FAM so you can tell somebody. So all I'm saying is that, listen, I'm prayerful about everything, and I hope that it works out because I want people to be successful. But you have to understand who you're dealing with. Know who your audience is before you go in there. Know who you got. You got a bunch of snakes that is mad and sis at you.
What matter? What did you just hiss?
That's right.
Lord.
You got a bunch of snails.
Ooh, she just hissed, y'all.
And I'm just saying, you got that. And hey, it is what it is. I'm glad that we came out on the right side of this one, because it would have been really sad that no money gonna go to the school. Now it's just like, even my sister called me, my sister attorney. She said, girl, I'm about to buy when that came out, she said, girl, I'm about to buy my season tickets. I said, go ahead. Go ahead. She said, oh, we're going to Jackson. I said, okay. We're going to do a road trip. We're going to Jackson. So everybody now is like, and I know, that's just how it is. They're like, we ready now. We're going to go ahead and see whether we can move forward with this. I don't know. It depends on if we can get some of these folks back. And I'm hoping that we can get some of these folks who are alienated and mad and pissed off because they weren't treated right. And I hope we can get them to come on back and let's run this thing back again.
All right.
Okay, I came on, Mr. Ford.
Yeah.
I wasn't hiding.
Well, now listen, let me ask you this question. Do you think that y'all break the record over at Alabama State? Because Alabama State is hosting FAMU for their homecoming. Do you think that will be the biggest game in Alabama State's history?
Yes, I think so, because I've already had some patients tell me, Doc, FAMU coming to town. I said, I know. And they said, they said, I know Alabama State decided, they said, we getting our tickets now. And so, so I think it's going to be big, especially with Andrew being there now as their QB. And I'm excited for him.
And Andrew Body.
His parents and our friends. And I'm so excited for him.
Because they hosting FAM and State, right?
Yeah. So I'm excited for him, and I can't wait to see him in Montgomery. I got to reach out to them to let them know that, I don't know if they realize I practice in Montgomery, and I want to tell them their son is welcome to come over for me to treat him if he need any dental care taken care of. But so we're excited, and I'm hoping that we can do what we need to do. I'm hoping that we can make this a big thing, because I know their coach wants this to be a rivalry at Alabama State. Right. So I'm hoping that, right. And I think, and I don't know what your opinion is, Mr. Ford, but I think Alabama State going to be off the chain this year.
Yeah, they made some good moves. They made some good moves. They made some good moves.
So I'm excited.
Now what about your game here in Atlanta? That should be a sellout for you, right? You're going to meet Norfolk State over at Georgia State in the MEAC SWAC Challenge. That should be a sellout, right?
Yeah. I don't know, because I know I'm not really sure yet, but I'll let you know in a week or so what's going on with that. But let me just say this. So, we come back to Atlanta, and I ain't talking about in no August. Okay, we come back into
we talking about December.
No, yes. Dr. Lori says that she believes FAMU is going to start in Atlanta. They're going to finish in Atlanta.
We coming back.
We coming back with the band.
We coming back. Not just in August, but we coming back in December. And this time, I'm hoping that we can enjoy ourselves more than a week before all this stuff happened. I'm like, man, this is so crazy. But I didn't even get a chance to enjoy it. I mean, it just was like all this mess, Willie leaving and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, wow. So we need to have a part 2. And this time I'm hoping that we don't have any negativity, any bad press. I'm hoping that we can really, really enjoy the celebration, right? Because we really need to show our student athletes that we appreciate them. I mean, that celebration we had at FAMU, no one showed up. You know why? Because it was during time everybody at work. That wasn't even done right.
Well, I don't think they wanted a hostile crowd on that AD, because it could have got ugly. At that time, it was really bad. I think they did that purposely because they didn't really let her speak at that program.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah, they was trying to keep down confusion.
So I know you look at FAMU history. We done had an issue with like this before, in which the fan base booed the AD. We had an AD that they didn't want. They ran him up out of there. Ooh. And that's why I said.
And some presidents. Y'all ran some presidents out of that too.
So I said, Lord, can we just please just have one AD that we can get along with? Because now it's going to be like it's us. We the problem. But you know what? All I'm saying is that you have to take a really good look at yourself in the mirror. And I'm just telling you that we different. That's why we say we brag different. You just not going to come in here and tell us how it's going to go.
Right off the top of your head. When FAMU goes out to Jackson, do you think it'll be at least 40,000?
Well, it needs to be. It needs to be.
Mr. Ford, stop playing with.
That's what I'm thinking. I think it'll be at least 40,000.
We do 40,000 on a bad day. We do 40.
It's you know what it needs
45
to be
45 plus.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm coming.
Yeah, now your biggest game would be your homecoming and Southern. Now, Southern has to come to you, right? Southern comes to Jackson this year, right?
Yeah, Jackson. I mean, Southern's coming to us, and we're playing. I think what was it? TSU for homecoming? Texas Southern for homecoming. Yeah. And so they're coming to us. And so I think those are the home games and stuff. There's going to be packed at those. But yeah, we all need to make plans to go to Jackson because I just think it's only right that the Rattlers show up in Jackson. And like I told y'all before, a long time ago,
get them snakes on the planes.
Yeah, I'm telling you that quite as it's kept, my family is originally from Mississippi.
Ooh.
And and we actually, the whole family left way back in the day, and we all migrated to Florida. So the whole family actually came from Mississippi. But I have a cousin that recently passed that lived in Jackson. So it is time for us to come back to Jackson and actually enjoy the time with our rivals. So I'm looking forward to it. I will be there. I'll be there.
Can't wait to see you, Dr. Lori.
Yeah.
So we gotta hang out. And do some stuff. Now, Mr. Ford, you stood me up in Atlanta.
Oh,
I was there. I was sitting in the midst of a bunch of rappers.
But you know what? You
I was there.
Me.
Listen, I sit. Wait a minute. I sit. That little part of the end zone that said Howard University, and I sit in the end zone area, and I sit with a bunch of Rattlers because all of them was hyped and telling me that it was going to be a repeat of Howard.
Yeah,
I like to look at them right now and say, you still says Howard and FAM, because all of them told me it was going to be a repeat. They were all Rattlers from. They weren't from Tallahassee. They were from other places in Florida. But they were Rattlers.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I do want to see North Carolina Central again. I do want to see that.
I was there. I enjoyed it. It was a great game.
Yeah, because FAMU was tied in the series.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I know that I want to come to Montgomery. I want to come to Montgomery.
Okay. Well, you need to come then. You need to let me know too. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I definitely probably gonna have a tent or whatever. So you need to let me know, and so I can just make sure I include you in the tent so you can come on, okay? So we need to meet up finally. Well, Tamona, I just wanted to come on because I know I heard now, people have been telling me that you have been asking for me. I said, now she know I'm working.
No, I just
do these people have jobs or what?
I use your phrase that my chest can't be tight. That's my phrase now. So whenever something like I'm not gonna worry about nothing. I'm not getting ready to be stressed.
People will have you in the hospital about their mess, right? They will have you in the hospital about their stuff. And so I'm living my life differently. I'm not letting nobody stress me out because I can't be in the hospital about no mess. And I'm thinking about my health. I'm getting older, and I'm praising the Lord that I'm older. But I just need to think about, I can't let people stress me out because they'll stress you out all day. You know how many phone calls I've gotten since all this mess was going on? Like I said, well, what y'all want me to do? And then, and it's like, you can't. They right. I know I could do some stuff. But I was just like, y'all just need to calm down and let people do their job. And then if they won't do their job, we will gently persuade them to do their job. But it ain't nothing that we need to do. But let's see how this plays out. And that's what I want everybody to understand. Let this play out and see what it ends up to be. And if we are back in Atlanta, like I said, we're going to be not just in August, but in December. Hey.
In December with the band.
Yes.
Yeah. But not right. It's going to be Jackson State, Dr. Lori.
Okay. All right, sweetheart. Well, thank you for having me on. My battery is low.
Coming.
And I have a lot of other work to do tonight. So you be blessed. And listen, I know how to get in contact with you, and I will do that because I had wanted to you and I work on a project together. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you,
because I need to get more rattlers to like you.
Oh, that's gonna be a hard one. That's gonna be a hard one now.
Because they have to see.
They don't like the band.
I know. Listen, they have to see what I see, which is a beautiful young woman that is trying to do her thing, and we have to champion you in that. And no matter whether we like what you say or not, that's who you are.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm gonna take.
Okay. All right. Y'all be blessed. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
The year of the Rattler. So, y'all, we can ready to go over to Gen C's live. I done pasted it in the comments, but that's where we headed right now. So, I'm going to put it over there. Head over to Gen C because we have to support our young fellow football student athlete. So wait. Yeah. Head over. So that's where we're going. I'm getting ready. Of course, I'm getting ready to play. I'm going to play some music. Head over to Gen C Riley's live. Let's go ahead and support that young man. Subscribe as well and hit the like button. Let's go ahead and go over there. All right. I will see y'all over here. It was a great live tonight. I had fun. Everybody be blessed, stay blessed, and thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.